weeks ago.
Maddox, back to throw, got time, into the end zone. Oh my God, what a catch that ball. Touchdown, and we got a tie ball game. Here we go. One final play for Tommy Maddox. This is for all the money. Maddox throws it down. Touchdown! And the Extreme have beaten Chicago in 2 overtime. Big plays make big plays in big games.
Last week,
Second to go. It's come down to this.
The money shot.
A $100,000 field goal attempt.
That's the snap. The kick.
It's long enough.
It's good.
LA has beaten the Outlaws on the last play.
what drama will unfold tonight?
It is a cold and rainy night in Chicago, where tonight Chicago will play host to LA in the first ever football game in February in historic Soldier Field. A crowd of over 30,000 was expected tonight, but Mother Nature has flexed her muscles. It is 36 degrees. You can see the wind chill. 24 degrees, been raining all day long, and several brave Chicago fans are braving the elements here tonight. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jim Ross alongside Jesse the Body Ventura. And Jesse, it is football weather.
It's football weather, JR. It is frogman weather. I love it. This is old-time football, real grass in the mud.
And Jesse, there's a lot of bad blood between the New York and Chicago teams.
Oh, bad blood started way back preseason. They had a controlled scrimmage. It ended up in a brawl. 70 players from each team. They had to cancel the scrimmage. These are two desperate football teams, desperate for a win tonight.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing started as we take you down to Mike Adamle.
JR and Jesse, does it get any better than this? This is football weather. No. This is Butkus weather. And here to explain how the XFL starts their football game, Chicago icon, number 51, Hall of Famer, Dick Butkus.
Hey, sweet home Chicago!
For the first time in history, tonight the XFL will be playing a game of football in February, right here on the legendary and historic Soldier Field. To determine who gets possession of the ball for the start of the game and for overtime, if necessary, we're going to scramble for the ball. We got 2 players, 1 ball, and they go after it. And so instead of the coin toss, it's the human coin toss. Go ahead.
Representing the players, first for the New York, New Jersey Hitman, 5'10", 180 pounds, a wide receiver from Rutgers, number 1, Chris Bradley. And for the hometown Chicago Enforcers, 5'10", 185, out of Florida State, number 21, Troy Saunders. Our referee, David Whitfield.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to take your marks. When we get ready and you're set to go, I'm going to blow the whistle. You run down. First one to get the ball wins. You cannot hold, lock below the waist before you touch the football. All set? You ready to scramble? Take your mark.
Like that human coin toss.
And New York gets it easy. Wow, that slippery field, JR.
So New York has won the human coin toss, and they'll have their option of kicking, receiving, defend the goal of their choice, or deferring here. Let's take another look at it.
Here you see it, the slip at the start, and the Hitman gets it easily. No contest right there. They get the choice.
As we said, it's been raining here all day long here in Chicago.
Hey, Caleb.
And there is John Avery, the top offensive player in the XFL, who is questionable tonight with a thigh bruise. But certainly the controversy doesn't stop with John Avery, Jesse. There's quarterback problems in New York.
Absolutely, quarterback problems, but I think even Rusty Tillman figured it out a week ago, and especially for tonight, because you got a wet field. It's going to be a field that is going to be conducive to running the football, and Wally Richardson is that quarterback. Plus, he's got big hands, and the ball will be slippery tonight.
Let's take a closer look at the Hitman quarterback controversy.
The first draft choice of the Hitman. He's gotten off to a bad start.
There's the ball. Nobody there.
If he's struggling anymore, it'd be in a straitjacket.
Fans have lost confidence in him a bit.
Larry sucks right in the crowd. I'm a big boy. I can take it. You can keep moving. I love it, baby. I'll be back next week and the week after.
And we may see Wally Richardson if Polari can't deliver.
Wally Richardson in the second half.
That's good. You figured it out by yourself, huh?
Let's pick this up. Let's pick this up. No more mistakes. No more mistakes.
Richardson throws, pass call.
Yes, it is.
Touchdown, Hitman.
It doesn't take long to become a hero in New York.
Did great. Did great. Give you all my
Well, Polari being a team player, they're giving Wally Richardson some support last week, and there you see the young man from Penn State. And there's your pal, the head coach of the Hitman, Jesse, Rusty Tillman.
Rusty Tillman. Only took him 2 games to figure it out. That's not bad, JR.
And Ron Meyer, the veteran coach who gained fame in college at SMU, starts at Indianapolis in New England.
And really, Chicago's been a snake-bit team. They've been in all their football games. They've had bad luck so far. Let's see if they can change it in Soldier Field.
Andy Crossan will kick off for Chicago. And Butler Banote and Kirby Dardar deep to receive. And the kick and the game is underway. And it's a Banote finding a place
what an
at
opening.
the 40 and up to the 45-yard line. Nice return by Butler Banote. 31-yard return.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Here we go.
Let's listen in.
Get up there and get set. Listen, we got Deuce right, 35 on the cover, ready? 35? Yes.
New York looking to generate some offense here. In these conditions, anything can happen on any given play.
Set.
Asking the ball carrier. Asking 5'11", 247 from Central Oklahoma, Jesse, is a load. And he'll be called on, I got to believe, a lot tonight.
Well, not much opening. Good Chicago defense there. A whole host of enforcers waiting to enforce that defense out there.
We got D right, scat left, 644, angle wide. On one, ready?
It's going to be interesting, JR, to see what type of passes they do throw under these conditions.
Red 88.
Askin Blair, the running back.
Red 88.
Second down and 8. Wally back to throw.
Deflected.
Oh, what a shot! Ball deflected, and Joe Askin almost met his maker there. He was nailed by the Texan Aaron Humphrey. Big middle linebacker.
Check this out. Here's Richardson going back to throw. Fires it deflected at scrimmage. Askin almost makes it, then gets unloaded on.
Humphrey had 11 tackles last week, breaks up third down.
Set. Red 292. Red 292.
One running back set for New York. 3-step drop by Richardson.
He can run.
Go.
Richardson scrambling, but he may have gained a yard. Again, Aaron Humphrey, number 50, the middle linebacker on the tackle.
Well, Humphrey's playing well this first series as they force New York to punt. New York again, Rusty Tillman's team, missing good field position. And let me remind everybody, there are no fair catches in the XFL. The ball must travel 25 yards to the 29-yard line of Chicago to be a free ball. But first of all, you got to catch it from center.
Leo Aragus, the punter.
Nice punt.
Roel Preston will field a kick at about the 8-yard line. Ooh, Preston nailed at the 16. Going to see a lot of hard hitting here, and certainly a big challenge here tonight for the pure rookie quarterback, Tim Lester, number 13 of Chicago. Tim Lester wearing gloves, Jesse. I don't know if I've seen that too many times.
I sure haven't, not out of a quarterback.
Hey, zoom, upright, 2 guys, I'm on, ready? Here you go.
And no Avery in the backfield this first series.
Ball to 17-yard line of Chicago. Great handoff to LaShawn Johnson, number 42. Right up the middle, may have gotten to the 20-yard line.
And LaShawn Johnson's a good running back. He doesn't have the breakaway speed that John Avery does, but under these conditions, running forward, if he gets good play out of his offensive line, he'll get good yardage.
Up left, Liz, 306 cross. I'm on, ready?
Great night for football. We thank you for inviting us into your homes, the comfort of your home. If you're enjoying a XFL so far here tonight, second down for Tim Lester. 2nd and 7. And Lester looking to throw. And Lester being pressured, and down he goes. Lester taken down by Haven Fields, the youngest player on the New York team at 22 years of age. Well, they call him Baby Boy.
Here's Rabel coming in. Whoa, look at him hit that back and makes the tackle. Nice play, just drove that offensive halfback and made the tackle.
Haven Fields from Auburn making that last tackle. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for Chicago. Ball the 19-yard line. Lester pressured, and down he goes again.
Chris Mamalanga in there.
Mamalanga
from his defensive line position, and so far no offense being shown under these conditions. It's a defensive game.
Big Tonganese athlete, 6'3", 320, former All-Big 8 player from Kansas, making the play.
I'm trying to tell you, not today, not tonight.
4th down and long. Again, the ball must travel 25 yards. And Andy Crossland. Well, this is an adventure here in these conditions. And Crossland's kick, not going to cross midfield.
Oh, it's a free ball.
And out of bounds.
Whoa, Rusty Tillman in New York dodged one there.
39-yard kick, ball on the 49-yard line. Well, there's no doubt in my mind this should be a most interesting night of XFL football. In Chicago, thousands of fans enjoying the Enforcer cheerleaders. Our game underway, and it's going to be a New York ball on the Chicago 49-yard line. At the punt goes out of bounds, no score.
Z, right here. Set, red 88. Red 88.
Wally Richardson looking to throw. There's a bit of pass to Hitman, the big tight end who caught the touchdown last week. Well, folks, we caught up with Wally Richardson earlier today, and we asked him what he thought of the XFL's All Access.
35 cut.
The XFL, All Access Football.
Charlie, some of the fans were chanting, "Charlie sucks." What do you respond to that?
You've always got a camera that's in your face.
Did great. Did great. I appreciate it. Give you all my support. You know that.
With this league, that's part of the job description, and you just go out there and do your job.
And we're back to live action. Yeah, Michael Blair around the guts. 1st and 10, Hitman. 19-yard gain by the 6'4", 240-pound fullback out of Ball State.
And what a nice run that was inside the tackle, the front line in New York opening a big hole. Blair going through it, and they're down threatening on the 25.
Almost lost our access there. Good blocking by Camacho and Ben Cavill. While they're cold in the middle of that line for the Hitman. Aska and Blair, the big running backs. Wally Richardson handing off to Aska. Short gain that time.
You know, the remarkable thing about Joe Aska is this young guy has been blind in one eye since 7 years old. He's playing out there and only has the use of one eye. He's the Kirby Puckett of the XFL.
Listen now, here we go. Listen, we got D right, check, toss or sweep. On one, ready?
Division II All-American was Aska. Also a track All-American.
Set. Red
Second down and 7, New York moving the ball.
Red 38. Hut.
There's the handoff. Aska cannot turn the corner. Tackle made by Jamie Baisley.
You know, I question a wide run like that, JR. Under these conditions, you got to stay between the tackles. You're not going to get the foot speed out there wide to make the cuts.
You mean to tell me you're criticizing Coach Tillman's call?
You think I ought to? I do.
Hey.
Well, it's third down. 3rd and 10 for the Hitmen.
53 and 21.
Ball at Chicago's 25-yard line.
Red 88. Red 88. Hut.
Richardson back to pass. Again.
The big tight end. Hit.
That's the first down, baby.
That was Michael Blair.
Oh, it was Blair out of the backfield.
The Gladiator. Gladiator coming out of the backfield. Young man with a degree in journalism from Ball State. 14-yard gain on that pass play.
And you got to be a gladiator tonight.
No. Check up. Get up. Hey, get back. Hey,
First and 10 for New York. Ball in the Chicago 11-yard line.
Red 35. Red 35.
Keith Elias in the game gets the carry. The veteran out of Princeton. Elias didn't gain much on that carry up the gut.
Chief. Here we listen. We got deuce right motion. Check. Ready?
Heard the play call by the former Penn State star Wally Richardson.
Red 36.
Getting his first start here tonight.
Red 36.
Motion man, Aska, down near the goal line, near the about the 1 or 2 yard line. This New York offense finally getting on track here tonight, Jesse.
Jamie Baisley on the tackle for Chicago, but New York looking like they're going to get on the board first. But remember, Rusty Tillman is known for blowing leads.
Dice right.
He did it last week.
On one, ready. No,
3rd down and 1. Ball at the Chicago 2-yard line.
Timeout, Chicago.
And there is a stoppage in play here.
Timeout, Chicago.
And Coach Ron Meyer wants to regroup, apparently.
You can't always match up. Well, I know, but just because it's coming in too late. I know.
I do. Jesse and JR, despite the bad weather, this field in remarkably good condition. As a matter of fact, the Chicago Enforcers staying with traditional cleats, the conventional 7-cleat formation, steel cleat variety, and so far the footing's been very good, but that could deteriorate as the game goes on.
Got a feeling that it will.
And it's also the longer cleats. I was in the locker room tonight. They're using those 3/4-inch ones, which, you know, normally they'll use a 1/2-inch cleat. A lot of the players going to 3/4 tonight so they can get extra traction.
New York has the opportunity to convert the first down. Ball's at the 2. They need to get the 1 for the first down. They're 2 yards from the promised land here. A place that the Hitmen have not ventured into that much this season.
And if they're unsuccessful, they could face a 4th down decision, and that means Tillman has to make it. Look out.
There's a carry over the right side by Aska. Nothing doing that time.
Gotta go field goal.
Now, field goal.
Let's go.
Gutless Rusty. He wants to kick down there.
You're calling Rusty Tillman gutless?
I'd go for it. Come on, you want touchdowns, not field goals.
So New York's going to try the field goal here, Jesse.
Look at that. It's 4th down, a foot to go, and they're going to kick a field goal. I say you go for it. This is a desperation game.
Aragoose will attempt the field goal. Good snap. 19-yarder is good. So New York draws first blood, up 3-0 here in the first quarter. Well, folks, tonight we look at New York Hitman receiver Anthony DeCosmo, who at a young age was adopted by Patrina DeCosmo, the mother of over 80 foster children. Anthony and Patrina, great examples of the U.S. Army's victories in life.
It's evident that I've been adopted from day one. It's never been hidden from me. And people always ask me, how did you deal with a situation like that? And it's never been tough because my mother has always found the right words to give me strength or to help me through the hard times.
I knew that his dream was someday to be a professional football player. And of course, like I said to him, my prayers, I have prayers for everybody in the family, but I put them aside, and they're all for Anthony.
I'd love to one day maybe give somebody the same opportunity that I was given. That's what my goal is.
And Aragoose will kick off from the 30-yard line. Royale Preston, the deepest man, set to receive the kick. He can burn it too.
Oh yeah, Preston with 4.3 speed. He won't have 4.3 in the mud tonight, but still faster than maybe anybody on the field.
Preston at the 15 brings the ball back up to near the 25-yard line.
Rusty.
We got ace.
Rusty.
We got ace. Let's go under zone.
Rusty, Jesse Ventura said you were gutless going for that field goal, not trying to push it in.
We're good for Jesse. I don't have anything to say about Jesse Ventura. He wouldn't know if a football was pumped or stuffed. How do you like that one?
Well, I'm getting under his skin, JR.
Well, here we go. First down. I told you it's going to be an interesting night, folks.
What a sore guy he is.
Chicago ball, 25-yard line. Deshaun Johnson, the running back. Preston in motion. Hand off to Johnson, got nailed. The big Tongan making some contact.
Wide left, quick, 221. Wide left, quick, 221.
Ooh, little pushing and shoving going on down there, too. Don't get a cheap penalty.
Go wide left, quick, 221 on one. Ready?
Lester, the 4th-ranked passer in the XFL this season, a pure rookie out of Western Michigan.
Flag 385.
Pass. Well, it could be intercepted. The referee's
wait. He's saying down.
Referee's blowing it down.
Oh, he's not even going to give him the pick. Joey Elams with a nice, what we thought was an interception into the end zone, but the referee ruled the ball touched the ground.
Wasn't that close, I don't think. Elams out of Indiana.
Let's see, off his hands right there, and yes, great call by the official. JR, would you have made that one?
Absolutely, I'd have been in great position right there. 3rd down, 11. Lester, quarterback draw by Lester. He's got the first down.
Nice move.
Nice call by Ron Meyer.
There's a flag.
16-yard gain.
There's a flag, though. They're going to bring this back. Holding. And the fans here in Chi-Town not going to like that one, as does Coach Meyer.
The holding on the play against the Chicago Forces.
What a penalty, and what a bad timing for it. Beautiful run on the quarterback draw by Lester.
Number 60, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, 3rd down.
Well, bad break for Chicago. And there is the culprit.
Tony Ramirez.
Upright, quick kick, .9 press on snap. Ready?
Well, you got a clue on that. Quick kick coming here. Like you said, quick kick. Only in the XFL you see that with this kind of regularity. It's got to go 25 yards.
And then it can be recovered. It's a free ball. There's the kick. And that's going over 25.
Ball fielded and fumbled.
Oh, who's got it?
Chicago may have it.
I think
Chicago may have it.
I think Chicago's got it. Yes.
Enforcer football. A 28-yard kick recovered by Chicago. They retain possession. And it's going to be Chicago's ball on around the 46 or 7-yard line.
I thought Tillman was a special team specialist out there.
There's another look at that quick kick.
There's the ball getting loose right there.
Roel Preston made the recovery.
And Preston, with that speed, got downfield, recovered it. That's just like a completed pass here in the XFL.
The first recovered fumble by Chicago this season. On the 46-yard line of New York, 1st and 10, Chicago.
Hey. Who was that, 78 did that? Hey.
1st and 10. Johnson, the ball carrier, running over his left side. Deshaun Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, we asked quarterback Tim Lester, as a math teacher, how does math translate? Well, with this.
Hey, JR, I told you in the opening, these teams do not like each other. Earlier this season, before the season even started, in a preseason scrimmage, they got into it.
It got so out of hand in the preseason, the scrimmage had to be called off. Here's Ty J. Armstrong and linebacker Mike Barber. A little extracurricular here. Headbutt by Ty J., who will not be intimidated, I promise you. But apparently neither will Barber.
Both teams want that bonus tonight and want it badly. They haven't tasted success.
$100,000 to the winning team here tonight, and neither of these teams have enjoyed that opportunity this season. So Chicago's ball, 2nd down, and 8.
Flag 232. Flag 232.
Broken play. Fumble and a flag. We got it all on that play.
May have been a face mask. That may have been a busted play.
Appreciate that. That will not be a first down.
No.
Okay.
Inadvertent face mask, probably 5 yards.
5 yards. Yeah. Previous spot.
I'll tell you, JR, after 18 years with them stripes on, you know it, don't you?
Well,
your memory's still there.
Are they going to mark 5 yards?
Everything else is shot, but my memory's still there.
Okay, so 2nd and 5.
Israel Raybo, the guilty party in that.
Sam-O zone dog. Even Sam-O zone dog.
The former high school math teacher.
And remember,
Tim Lester.
The winning team tonight, the winning share, $100,000 to the team that wins. A bonus payoff for all these players here in the XFL.
That's a lot of cash money in my book. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. There's some zoom motion. The zoom back and close to 1st and 10. Again, we said Tim Lester, a former math teacher. We asked him how mathematics helped him in the XFL.
3 wide. I used to be a high school math teacher and teach kids the Pythagorean theorem. The way the math would help me most in the game of football is the analytical thinking and the way you approach a problem, a mathematical equation, and try to break it down to solve it is a lot of the way you kind of look at a defense.
You know, he missed the biggest point, JR. He could say hut 1, hut 2, hut 3, too.
Yeah, in order. 3rd down, 3. Big play for Chicago. Lester back to throw. And going to be brought down by the 41-yard line by Raybo.
Time to go home.
Raybo from North Alabama, 2-time Division II All-American. 14 tackles on the season, 2 sacks.
There's Israel right there, 6'6", 305 pounds of him.
Raybo, he's a player. Kirby Dardar and Mike Archie back to receive the punt here that must travel 25 yards.
Has to get to the 15, high snap.
Left-footed kick across them from Miami. And the ball caught by Archie. And Archie breaks through to the 26 or 7-yard line.
Yeah, we got a flag.
29-yard kick, 16-yard return. A lot of bad blood between these two teams.
Where's the flag?
On the run back?
Yes, 53, pushing the back.
Half the distance from
Is the black on him? No, I got the wrong number. You got it's not 53 white. You got to push in the back.
Okay.
The officials trying to separate this controversy here.
Half the distance.
Yeah.
So New York's going to lose some field position here. With a wet ball, a wet field. They're in no man's land.
That was the Lugs Hit of the Week, featuring the Lugs Frenzy. Be careful out there.
And what a hard hit that was. Lugs Boot of the Week, and my feet are dry. The weather it's been raining here all day, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit cold, and fans have turned out. Wind chill 24 degrees. I got to think it might be dropping a little bit.
You know, I'll tell you what I like, though. These Chicago people, it don't bother them. When it's time to party and play football, they come out.
Set.
New York football on their own doorstep. Wally Richardson. There's a handoff to Aska. You can hear the intensity of that last play over the left side.
Strong safety Ray Austin coming up to make the hit.
That should bring us to the end of our first quarter here.
No, we don't even say I'm on the play. Come on, damn, somebody running. Yeah, man.
Quite the rivalry. And we're just getting started. Chicago, 2nd down and 8 for the New York Hitmen. They lead by 3 as we get underway here in the second quarter. Ball on the New York 8-yard line. Little Cleveland action. Wally looking to throw. Nice running. And Wally Richardson lowered his shoulder right into Kerry Cooks.
Kerry Cooks, former Iowa Hawkeye. But the good thing about Richardson is Richardson can run. I said that at the top of the game.
24 lead. Yeah. Here we go. Listen, we got Dice, slot right, 24 lead on the color. Ready?
Sounds like a running play to me. 24 lead. LaShawn Johnson, and Wiley in the backfield.
Set.
And not much room.
Dude, look at the power.
Come on now. Hey, he'll grab his ass off, buddy.
Let's hear this. So the sights and sounds of tonight's ball game.
Come on. Shift over, outside. Put Avery in the game if I can bust. Put him in the game.
Set.
These teams do not like each other, to say the very least. 2nd down. Wally Richardson looking to throw. Got a man. Completed pass to Zola Davis. Out of bounds and up for the 1st and 10 at about the 35-yard line. Now they're going to make a mark at the 40-yard line. Check that.
And Richardson could have some success passing because he's got very large hands and can control the football.
The dig slot left, 24 lead on one. Ready?
Richardson with those basketball hands.
Wait for Joe Paterno, 4 seasons at Penn State. 2nd on their all-time completion list for the Nittany Lions. Pass to the ball carrier. Can't find anywhere to go. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Right. I'll start doing that shit.
We got D slot left, fake 9 sweep, naked right, 706 cross. On one, ready?
Well, that sounds like a hell of a play.
30.
Took him 10 seconds to deliver it.
Red 88.
2nd down and 10 for New York. And the throw, incomplete. He got it.
He got it.
Maybe a catch. Yes, it is a catch. Michael Blair.
Blair caught that Lion flat on his back. The ball popped straight up in the air and came right down to him.
Or may have caught it twice. His given name by his mama, Michael Angelo Blair, a Chicago native.
There's a replay. Richardson rolling out. Hits Blair. Ball pops loose and comes back into his hands.
Shallow wide. Home one. Ready?
Third down and 5. New York moving the ball again. Here in Chicago. Walker looking to throw. Incomplete.
And that one looked like it slipped out of his hand tonight. The football wet.
Pass intended for Ryan Collins.
Yeah. I threw it low. Man was right on. I threw it a little low.
Jesse, how would you compare Wally to Charlie Polari?
Oh, I definitely think Richardson's the better quarterback. And I would have found that out in training camp. Tillman couldn't figure it out.
Oh, boy. And New York back to kick. Ball's got to go 25 yards down to the 30-yard line. And there's the air-goose kick.
Ooh, and that's a flag in the XFL. There'll be a 10-yard penalty for kicking the ball out of bounds. No coffin corner kicks in the XFL. You get penalized for it. We want it out in play.
That's the whole idea.
Punt is out of bounds, untouched. The ball will be placed 10 yards up the field, first down.
Well, certainly Ty J. Armstrong has a great deal of motivation for returning here tonight in Chicago.
It was October 18th, 1992. I know my last words for her was, you know, I love you, and she told me to play well, and she'd see me after the game. I guess it was around the third quarter. My coach, Sam Weiss, came to me and told me that my mom was sick. So I went up under the stands, and I saw her in the ambulance, and she was laying, and I could just tell the way she was laying that she had passed. It happened so fast that I'm sure she didn't suffer, and I'm sure she passed happy, you know, just seeing me fulfill my dream, and it was also her dream too. If my mother was here today, I would tell her thank you, and I appreciate everything that she did for me, you know, installing the work ethic, good habits, you know, treating people well, and, you know, I love her.
And earlier today, there you see Ty J. Armstrong going to the very seat that his mother was sitting in 1992 when she had her. Certainly Annie Rose would be very proud of her son, Ty J. Armstrong.
Well, their spirit's still here in Soldier Field, will be forever.
Flag 38!
First down and 10
Flag 3
for the enforcers. Deshaun pump fake, looking to go deep. Receivers are covered, and Lester wisely throws it out of bounds. Lester avoiding the sack.
And that was a good play right there because his receivers were not open. He didn't try to force the issue. He threw it out of bounds. Don't make a mistake, especially in these weather conditions.
Ty J. Armstrong, a captain for Chicago, his uncle, his brother, and several family members are here tonight.
Flag 101!
The zoom motion from the handoff. Nice run by LaShawn Johnson, the nation's leading rusher his senior year at Northern Illinois. A young man that is doing a good job here tonight. He looked like he wasn't going to play football anymore, but when he was diagnosed with cancer, but he overcame the odds. Missed a year of football, but he came back.
Rex 308, Chuck 339, go.
We got a lot of players like that in this league, JR. This is the league of opportunity, without a doubt. Guys that like to play the game and love to play the game and play it in these conditions.
Third down play coming up. More motion for Chicago. Lester looking to throw. Got a man. And just overthrew LaShawn Johnson, who was the motion man. LaShawn Johnson, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, we asked him about how he overcame his battle with cancer.
May the 5th, 1998, I was diagnosed with lymphoma. I took a year off to go through radiation, chemotherapy, and with faith and with the lovely wife, I was able to make it back and be able to play again.
Young man from Oklahoma, certainly a warrior as Chicago goes back in punt formation. More LaShawn Johnson, I'm sure, in this ball game. Left footer gets the ball off Kirby Dardar at the 7-yard line. And Kirby with a lot of speed makes it to about the 15, 16-yard line where he's brought down. Corey Ivy and Donald McCall. 2-yard kick, but only an 8-yard return.
Hi, I'm Mylinda. By day, I'm a sales and marketing executive for Chicago's ESPN Radio, where it's all about sports talk. But when I dance, it's all about the moves.
And there she is, braving the elements, as are several thousand fans here. Chicago trying to get right back in it. The weather's not so great.
I'll tell you, JR, it's an outstanding crowd, but I expect that. You know, Chicago people, they love their sports, and they'll come out for it.
Keith Elias, the ball carrier, and may have gained a couple, 2 or 3 hard-earned yards.
You know what's been remarkable so far, JR? No fumbles out there in these conditions. They're protecting the football, both teams fairly well.
But as this night goes on, those balls get more slippery. You know, anything can happen.
I think I should have followed Marcus outside.
Second down.
Play off.
Blue 38.
Richards in the handoff.
There you go, buddy, there you go.
Sahaska. Well, folks, tomorrow catch more XFL action at 4 o'clock Eastern on TNN. It's a battle for the lead in the West as the Outlaws try to steal a win from the Demons in San Francisco. And then at 7 o'clock Eastern on UPN, more wild Eastern Conference action as the LA Extreme try to keep a share of the lead in the West when they face off against the former Heisman Trophy winner, Rashaan Salam, and the Memphis Maniacs.
And I'll tell you, JR, that LA team, they win games down at the wire, 2 in a row. Unbelievable when they play.
Wally Richardson, the scrambling. And Wally not sliding. You got to give him that. Tackle made by Troy Saunders, the Florida State cornerback, tackling the Penn State quarterback.
But he's short of the first down. New York will have to give up the football.
I want those boys without their shirts on. Their mom and daddies know they're here.
Look at that. Now there's a Chicago sunbather right there, JR. He's getting some rays out here, or thinks he is anyway.
Ball's got to travel to the 50-yard line on this kick. Roel Preston, the deep man for Chicago. Nice kick. Driving Preston back to the 32-yard line. Preston trying to navigate outside. Folks, then let's get an update on the Birmingham-Orlando game, brought to you by Busch Beer.
Oh, all this talk about cold. It's gorgeous tonight in Orlando.
Oh, it's so warm. I love it because all the cheerleaders are already drenched in sweat.
Bragging rights on the line in the East in the XFL as Orlando tries to stay undefeated and Birmingham tries to knock them to 3-1 at the end of one quarter. Scoreless in Orlando.
Well, enjoy the weather, boys. Wish you were here. This is real football weather.
That's right.
Hey, bring it on.
Tim Lester, the quarterback. For the Chicago Enforcers ball, the Enforcer 40-yard line. LaShawn Johnson getting a lot of opportunity tonight. We have already seen a lot of real big hits already here tonight.
No, I told you right, 7.
Chicago looking for their first and 10 on the night here. Second down and 8.
Nice bootleg by Lester, but he's not. No, he does get away.
John Avery, the XFL's leading rusher, sitting this one out because of a nasty thigh contusion. Your decision or the trainers?
Oh man, we don't even see New York.
I'm so mad I can't play because they know they don't want to see me. They know they don't want to see me. I saw one little defensive player out there talking like he wants something. He don't want to see me.
They won't, right?
No.
John Avery suited up. Injured last week, the leading rusher in the XFL.
They're missing him tonight because the Chicago offense is not hit all, and there's a sack.
Another sack by Rabo, his third sack of the season.
Oh, put Avery in the game. We've been pressing all week. Get in the game. What? Get in the game.
I'll tell you what, Jesse, Coach Rusty Tillman's got his men ready to play.
How many is that today, baby? Well, you can see, JR, the loss of John Avery is having its effect so far in Chicago. They're not getting a running game, and their passing game is gone. They're going to have to do something.
Andy Crossland back to kick.
But then again, in these conditions, any break. Oh, that could be. There's roughing the kicker. There's the flag. There's the fumble.
And Dardar, nowhere to go, but we'll have roughing the kicker. And Andy Crossland took a good shot back around the 30 with the 25-yard line by Anthony DeCosmo. And it is still pouring down rain.
You know, if you're going to go after that kicker like that, you got to get a piece of the ball. Otherwise, they're going to look at a 15er right here.
Well, DeCosmo, the great effort, reaching out for that football, but didn't make contact with Pigskin. He made contact with the kicker. And that's an automatic 1st and 10. So Chicago keeps their drive alive, and they...
We got to move down here, man. Hey, come on, get back.
Guarantee you one thing, if Crossland goes down, Chicago in a big problem because Crossland does their place kicking and their punting.
Look at this, New York 96 yards, Chicago -6.
And Chicago only trails by 3, and Chicago now the chance to move the ball at midfield.
Without Avery, they're in a fog. Look at that.
Fumble on the exchange. Tim Lester recovering his own fumble.
Chicago has no first downs other than by penalty.
496 drag.
Okay, upright P4, 496 drag. First down, ready?
496 drag. And it is a cold and rainy night. What do you think, Jesse? What is it?
I love it. This is football weather. No problem. Oh, and he dropped the ball again. Those small hands of Lester.
Lester wearing those gloves, that may be a factor. Who knows? The big Tongan.
Ball in here. Boss.
And down is Chris Perez, the big tackle, 77, 6'5", 280.
Perez, one of the better offensive linemen for Chicago. 4-year starter at Kansas, all Big 8 offensive tackle. And the big guy is down, and Chicago's had a lot of problems with injuries in their offensive line. We certainly won't forget Octavius Bishop, who was hurt a couple of weeks ago. Well, folks, we're set for a Busch Beer update. Let's take you down to Birmingham, or Orlando, for another update.
For the first time in 8 consecutive quarters, Birmingham has allowed a touchdown. Jeff Brom finding Brian Shea for the score.
Brian Shea, the littlest man on the field. He may have to look up to Danny DeVito, but he's standing tall right now, and he's got his Orlando Rage up 7-0.
Well, we'll be going back down to Orlando at halftime of our game for some bonus coverage for you tonight. Orlando has yet to lose a ball game here, trying to protect their home field advantage. Well, big Chris Perez is down, but are the enforcers? Perez being replaced by Eric Schnupp, 6'4", 274 out of Miami. And a teammate of the Rock down there. Third down, 15 yards to go.
The motion man was 2 steps ahead.
Lester Deep throws it out of bounds. Intended for Roel Preston.
It's on there, refuse it. They call us. They call us. Left down. Defensive end and motion.
Referee.
Sorry.
He said, yeah, he got both. Hey, hold.
Yeah, defensive.
No. What's happening?
Offside, defensive left side. Offside, man in motion, offense. Penalties, offside, replay the down.
Replay.
Offsetting penalties.
Replay the down, Steve.
Indeed, you are, Steve.
Well,
Replay the down.
Chicago got the break on that one. Replay the down because it was a bad pass out of bounds. They get another shot at it.
On one. Ready? Swing. Hey, bend it. You can bend it.
After communicating with his receivers here. Big third down play. Lester looking to throw, got pressure again. Runs away from it. And pass intended for Willie Tate. Incomplete.
Well, we got to watch our camera angles here, JR. When they go to the high camera, you can't see it. There's too much fog. Got to stay down on field level. Look at that. The Chicago fog in the end of February.
Lester 0 for 4, but he's been sacked 5 times tonight. Andy crossing the kicker. He was roughed on his last attempt. Nice kick end over end. Kirby Dardar.
You got to field it. If it don't go through the end zone, then it does.
And the ball goes untouched through the end zone. Plays to the 20-yard line. Going through the end zone untouched. You don't see that very often on these XFL plays.
Right, scoop. 53 and 50. Set. Red 88.
Wally Richardson, the quarterback.
Red 88.
Back to throw. Got a man on the out pattern. Completed pass at about the 30-yard line. Zola Davis, who in high school in South Carolina was the #1 high school receiver in America. And we are
27th birthday, and quarterback Casey Weldon left him a nice gift right there on the field. Go trick, boy. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. 14-0 Orlando trying to go 4-0.
Well, happy birthday to Bill Duff. We'll be going back down to Orlando live at halftime of our game. Orlando trying to remain undefeated on a nice warm night in Florida.
A little bit different, JR, huh?
Yeah,
you don't think that they know it, though, these Chicago people. They think they're in Florida.
Red 181!
Michael Blair, the running back.
Red 181!
Behind Wally Richardson. Wally looking to throw, being patient.
A little too patient. Whoa, what a rap he took on that one.
On the ball, left!
3 Chicago defenders nailed him.
You go forward.
Jason Chorick and Fitzpatrick.
3.
Going without a huddle. Timeout officials. That Rusty Tillman is. What do you mean adversity? And I've never had adversity, JR.
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You, Jesse the Body Ventura, calling another human being a big mouth.
Listen to this. You hear the Chicago fans? They're yelling Jesse, Jesse. They're not yelling Rusty, Rusty, are they?
Of course they're not. It's 2nd down and 10 for Rusty's team, the New York Hitmen, who are leading the Chicago Enforcers 3-0.
Well, he came limping up the field. Where are the trainers anyway? Where are they?
Right here.
No, I mean, you are. Where's Kyler and where's Keith?
They're right down by where the ball is.
Well, they should be. Where are they going to be? Where
Now Rusty having issues with the trainer's positioning.
Rusty has issues with everybody. Eagle.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, Fred.
He's obviously an unhappy man that had a bad childhood.
36. Set. Red 88.
He's leading.
Red 88.
What he wants to do, come to Chicago and win.
Wide open.
Left.
Pass Freddie block on the completed pass of 12 yards.
3.
Minute 30 to go, minute 33 to go in the ball game, the first half of this ball game.
And Richardson, seeing the field well, found Freddie Brock open on that play. He's back to throw again.
Wally's got
off.
Marcus Hinton, who played collegiately with Steve McNair at Alcorn State, couldn't hold on to the rock.
I think he heard some slushy steps coming his way, JR.
Okay, let's go flex right open. Slide left.
Here we go. Listen, we got flex right, open, slide left, touchdown, switch hook. On one, ready?
Touchdown, switch, hook. Well, Hinton caught a touchdown last week.
Go.
He's put out at the top of your screen, the big tight end.
Here comes a rush. Fumble.
Ball loose.
Chicago's got it. Yep, big turnover.
Enforcer ball at the New York 39-yard line. Hubert Thompson out of Michigan State with the recovery. Larry Fitzpatrick separated the football from Wally Richardson.
Well, that was a case, I don't think, of a wet football. I think it was a case of a big hit.
Nice slobber knocker hit by the big defensive lineman. And so now let's see if the young mathematician, Tim Lester, from right here in Chicago, can generate a score.
Well, so far, Chicago's offense has been as close to dead as anything I've seen.
Pass complete to Roel Preston.
They're battling the clock, though, JR. We're down to 110.
D7.
First completion of the night for Tim Lester.
D7. Hey, Louis, first down. Louis. What?
Louis, darn it. Lester looking to throw. Running for his life.
Man. Dump it off, throw it away, Lester. You can't afford a loss like that.
Dwayne Sabb.
You got 42 seconds.
Out of New Hampshire.
He had an opportunity, and now they're losing out on the clock. He might as well just Hail Mary it at this point.
30 seconds to go in the first half.
68. What is it?
One timeout for Chicago remaining. Third down play. Lester looking to throw. Doesn't have any time.
He got out of there. Dumps it off. He's got his man 85.
Willie Tate out of bounds. He's close to first and 10.
9 seconds to go, though, JR. The clock's against them.
I think it's going to be fourth down and about one. 17-yard gain, Jesse.
That don't matter at this point. They got time for about one more play. You got to go to the end zone here.
No, go ahead and throw it. It's out of bounds. And then take your timeout after this. Hurry up.
Your timeout afterwards.
We're going to try one play. Here's Chicago.
I got to see this one.
6S8 cross.
Flank right. Rip. 6S8 cross. I'm on. Ready?
Expect Lester to throw it in the end zone. That's the obvious thing to do here. But Lester has had no time to set up and throw here tonight.
Well, if you heard Meyer, he said then take your time out. So I don't think he's going to the end zone on this.
Lester back to throw. Going to the end zone. Has the man.
Flag.
Flag down.
Oh, flag.
Flag down. The pass is incomplete. But we may have interference on New York at the 1-yard line, Jesse.
And then we'll have a decision. Then we'll see who's gutsier, Meyer or Tillman. Because they'll have one play from the one if it's against New York. And it is.
1 yard.
What do you do here? What do you do here now, JR? Do you go for the touchdown or kick the field goal?
I'm gonna tie it up.
Are you?
Absolutely.
I don't think Meyer is.
Well, that's why he's coaching and I'm not. Big play here. The last play of the first half.
They're going for it.
Chicago down by 3. And New York's got to call timeout.
Roughing the kicker penalty. His plant leg is hurt. His kicking leg is fine. But they want to go for the touchdown.
And here we go. And this crowd endorsing Ron Meyer's decision.
Tillman went for the field goal. Meyer goes for the touchdown.
Power eye for Chicago. Ball in the 1. Right up the guts.
Touchdown.
Did he get in? I don't think so. I don't think Chicago got in. It was Deshaun Johnson. And that's the end of the first half. Inside the 1-yard line.
Wow. His feet made it in when he flipped over, but the ball didn't.
Take another look at this play.
Let's take a look. Here we go. There's the handoff over the top. No, he didn't even get close.
A lot of penetration. A lot of penetration by the New York defense.
Rusty, you head to the locker room with the lead. How do you feel about the defensive stand here at the end of the first half?
The defense did a hell of a job, but we gave up too many big plays. You know, we gave them the ball on a quick kick. We didn't cover the ball. We've given them a couple of penalties on pass interference. We got to play better than that.
Tim Lester, I know you obviously agreed with the decision to go for the touchdown. What happened on that 4th and 1? First and 1.
Seems like they got some penetration on the play. When you lose penetration on the goal line, you're not going to be able to push it in.
And you agree with the decision?
Yeah, you got to go for it. We're in Chicago.
Chicago looking for the win tonight, as if the players making their way to the dry locker room.
Come on, man. It's 1.5 to go, right?
Well, folks, it is still anybody's ball game. Chicago at home, down by a field goal. Turf of the Western Division powerhouse San Francisco Demons is called, appropriately enough, the hellhole.
The roar of the crowd. Some call it home field advantage.
The hell is going to be the end zone over where the outfield is. It's going to be rowdy.
In San Francisco, they call it the hellhole.
Welcome to the hellhole, baby.
The Demons, led by Top Gun Mike Pulaski, has the premier offense in the XFL flying high.
Touchdown San Francisco! Touchdown Demons!
It's bombs away at the Bay. Beware when entering the hellhole.
Chicago center Paul Jandis has suffered a broken hand, and now Jesse, an offensive lineman, a guard, Rob Murphy, is going to take his place. He hasn't played center in a while.
He hasn't played center in over a year, so definitely things not going well for the Enforcers right now in their home opener.
Well, folks, moments ago, our cameras went inside both locker rooms, and here's what the respective coaches had to say.
It's nasty. Everybody got to focus. They're playing the same conditions. They compete and pass, and they protect. We need to do the same thing. Hell of a half.
Well, that John Avery with some emotional words for his team to try to get them back in this ball game, and they are in the ball game, our Chicago. They're down by a field goal, Jesse.
That's right, JR, 3-0, and in conditions like this, you're going to see a lot of breaks before this thing goes. The ball's hard to hold on to, but I'll tell you, Chicago's so snake-bit. Now they lose their starting center.
Doyle Preston at the 1-yard line. Preston slips down, trying to get outside at around the 16-yard line, where Chicago will take over a 15-yard return.
And it's difficult for a speed guy like Preston to make a cut. He's got the 4.3 speed, tries to make a cut and ends up on his keister.
Excuse me, zoom upright, 3 dive.
Okay, let's go. Zoom upright, 3 dive on 1. Ready?
No John Avery, certainly noticeable for Chicago tonight. The leading rusher in the XFL out with a 5 bruise, not expected to play, but I guess that could change.
Do they dare put him in, or will they must put him in?
The zoom motion, and right up the guts goes LaShawn Johnson. And the Miller Lite stats, our halftime stats, man, these numbers are not very flattering for Chicago.
No, they're not. Look at that, minus 15 yards passing. They've rushed for only 13 for total yards, minus 2. Rusty Tillman looks like a potent offense with 115 tonight for New York.
Certainly our Miller Lite stats highlighting the fact that John Avery not involved in the game plan for Chicago due to his injury.
And New York wasting an early timeout here with less than a minute gone in the second half.
There's Rob Murphy. He's a 2-time All-American from Ohio State. His natural position is guard.
No. That's the Ohio State.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, let's go.
The home of the Buckeyes at the Ohio State University. Went to Moeller High School in Cincinnati, where a lot of great high school players.
Oh, what a tradition Moeller has.
Check quick or belly if the safety is up there for an 8-man front. Go with the quick if the safety's up there. 111 is what you want. All right.
Ron Meyer's words of offensive wisdom, hopefully for young Tim Lester.
Hey, right in here. We're gonna go. Let's go. Wide out. We're gonna go up. Check. Up left. Check. Quick. Or.
Fans looking for their team to get back in the game here in Chicago. Second down.
Flag 334. What? Kit. Flag 111. Flag 111.
Three step front for Lester. Great catch. A great catch.
Bailey, number 83, over the shoulder. Lester got it out there. Bailey turned backwards and caught it over the shoulder. Excellent catch in these conditions.
Aaron Bailey from Louisville, the number 1 receiver in the XFL for yards per catch.
Well, you can see why right there, JR. 22 on that reception.
Bailey caught 5 balls last weekend for 89 yards. First and 10, Chicago. LaShawn Johnson out of Haskell, Oklahoma, and Northern Illinois University for some tough yards inside. May have gained 3.
Well, they got to do that. You know, with these conditions, you got to run inside the tackles. You got to depend on your line, and you're not going to make those outside cuts. And of course, they're missing John Avery tonight, so they got to play power football up front.
Flex left. 2 jab, 8 show, first down. Ready?
They got more yardage on these last 3 plays than they did the whole first half, JR.
Nice adjustments perhaps made by Chicago. Second down, 5.
Oh, and then the right tackle jumps. Number 60, Tony Ramirez. Come on, Tony, wake up down there.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 60. 5 yards. The down remains second.
And you know, JR, nothing kills a drive than a dumb penalty like that. Not listening to when the snap call's going to be, whatever it is. You got to pay attention.
Okay, right here. Come on. Act wing left. P5, 6-14. On 1. Ready? Run a good 4.
There's John Avery on the sideline with that bruised thigh.
Yeah.
He'd love to be in this game. I can promise you that. Second down and 10 for Tim Lester. Willie Tate in motion. Play action. Lester has time. Has a man wide open. At the 50, the 45. Down over the 40-yard line was LaShawn Johnson.
Well, LaShawn Johnson just floated out of the backfield. Lester got in trouble. Tyrell Peters on the tackle, but Lester kept his composure, just flipped it out to LaShawn. And LaShawn had a nice sideline gain of 17 yards.
And that makeshift offensive line holding together, band-aided up.
Trio left, 5 belly, first down, ready?
Well, this is the best drive of the game right now for the enforcers.
Minus 2 yards in the first half, 43 yards on this drive in the second half for Chicago. And Johnson losing his footing before he gets to the line of scrimmage.
That field getting sloppy out there. Israel Rayburn on the tackle, the sack man.
It is a mud bath in Soldier Field, and Raybo has been dominating on the inside. That great penetration.
This, JR, is football at Soldier Field in beautiful February.
First time ever.
You know, it could be snow.
I guess we're pretty lucky.
We got this heat wave in here.
285. Flag 285.
Second down and 12. Lester back to pass.
Oh, flag.
Lester hammered by Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
Raybo is eating people alive. And here's what he had to say about his nickname.
Growing up as a kid, Deacon Jones was my idol because he brought a certain toughness to the game. That's why I joined the XFL, because there are not so many rules. That's why they call me Raybo, because I go to war in the trenches, just like Rambo.
Here's the last play for number 93. Keep your eye on him. Man, he is a hoss.
But the flag in there. The handkerchief on the field, now they're picking it up.
What's the call?
I think he gets it. Face mask. Don't grab the mask, Israel.
So the football is at the 42-yard line of New York. Chicago's ball, second down for the enforcers, who trail by 3. Lester. Ooh, what a great play.
Who is that? They're going to get a number. There's some 30 out there.
Great defensive play by Haven Fields. He's the youngest player on the New York team. He's only 22. Played at Auburn.
He read that play beautiful, because if Fields doesn't come up, baby boy doesn't come up and make that hit, there was room to run. Lester dumped it off right with the heavy pass rush, but baby boy Fields got in there and played excellent linebacker.
Mrs. Fields' baby boy, who played it collegiately at Auburn.
Are they related to that chocolate chip cookie thing, JR?
I don't know. Just never know, Jesse, in the XFL.
Arnold Schwarzenegger used to eat them all the time, and he'd have to borrow $1 from me to get them.
Big Ron Murkison, the outstanding middle linebacker of New York, being helped to his feet. Big Murk, whose dad is a boxing trainer for Roy Jones Jr. Here's a Orlando leading at halftime, 17-0.
You know what's interesting? If Orlando wins their game down there, the winner of this game is only one game out of the playoffs, JR, because the top 2 teams from each division advance at the end of the year. So that makes this game even bigger for Chicago and New York.
And Chicago trying to maintain their offense, but they got 3rd down and a bunch.
Watch for that quick kick again. Last time out of the shotgun, they booted it, and they're doing it again.
There's a quick kick by Lester.
That's a free ball. They got to get it. Whoa!
Ball recovered at the 1-yard line. Ty Talton returning the ball back up to around the 10.
The Hitmen were lucky on that play, because that could have been down at the 1. A 44-yard kick with an 8-yard return.
Tackle number 86, Ty Jones.
That was a good kick.
Well, folks, tomorrow night on NBC, don't miss the best of West Wing. Watch as we present 2 episodes that you voted as your favorite on NBC.com, back-to-back on a special night in time.
JR, I'm going to the West Wing tomorrow night.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. And the East one, too.
Red 41!
First down 10 for New York.
I got all the wings covered.
Up the gut to Joe Aska. Young man playing has played for his entire career with one side and only one eye.
Kerry Cooks, the safety out of Iowa, coming up and making the play.
Aska played at Putnam City High School in Oklahoma City.
Tough right, check over or lag.
Here we go. We got tough right, check over or lag. On one, ready?
30.
Wally Richardson in the shadow of the New York goal line.
Red 40. Red
ball
43.
To 12.
Red 43.
Second down 8. Hard hit on Aska. Got to believe that Baisley was in on that tackle, and we asked him how he competed on the Chicago Board of Trade.
I used to work at the Chicago Board of Trade. It's a lot like the XFL. You have to be tough, competitive, have some guts, and especially if someone gets in my way, I just knock them over.
Well, Baisley's been knocking a lot of people over here tonight, Jesse.
He's had a very good game. Both defenses playing very well. That's why the score's 3-0.
6 tackles, 1 for a loss for Jamie Baisley out of Indiana.
Red 88. Red 88. Come on.
Ooh, another timeout. They wasted. They're down to 1.
And Wally Richardson forced to call a timeout. And we are back in rainy, cold Soldier Field here in Chicago. The cheerleaders are a little warm.
You know, I'll tell you what, there's more people up here with their shirts off than Orlando.
Ball down play for Wally Richardson. Michael Blair, the ball carrier, and he is a 240-pound load out of Ball State. Got a big fullback that likes to write poetry. And Jesse, check this out.
Who is that? I thought I'm in the booth. How'd I get down there? That's a good-looking guy right there, JR, ain't it? How do you get better looking than that?
That's ruggedly handsome. That guy may have more hair than you.
Where are my damn glasses? I can't find them right now.
I need windshield wipers on mine.
He stole them, I think, JR. I can't find mine.
First down for the New York Hitmen. Ball at 21-yard line. Hand off to Aska.
Good job, John.
Aska pushed out of bounds.
Hey, Marcus, good job.
JR, that guy we just saw down there, he ought to be president.
You think so?
Maybe.
A lot of east wings, west wings.
Tough right, scat right, 866 stop option. On one, ready?
You know, the folks at home need to remember that we're not in the press box.
Who needs a press box? You want to feel the game.
Red
Do it,
88.
you sit with the fans.
Yeah.
Red 88.
Wally Richardson looking to throw. Got time. Again, Aska the receiver. There we are.
There we are, right there.
Everybody. We're outside.
Absolutely.
Nice rainy night.
Beautiful weather here.
That guy's got the right gear right there. He looks like a frogman. Got a snorkel, the whole 9 yards.
25 and 37.
Which I'm sure he wasn't a Navy SEAL. Let's get that straight right away.
He might have been. You never know.
He might have been. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Red 37.
Third down. New York keeping it on the ground.
Who would Humphrey come up, the kid from Texas, and planted him?
Aska, the ball carrier, nailed by the middle linebacker, Aaron Humphrey, and Jamie Baisley. And Baisley's made a lot of plays tonight.
There you see Baisley always in the mix, coming through those linebackers. You gotta love to hit to play linebacker.
And these
you gotta
two
be a little touched
these
to
two
play linebacker.
You're right, and these two guys love to rattle the cage, as they say. Wally looking to throw.
And Wally ain't going nowhere but down.
Wally sacked by Larry Fitzpatrick out of Illinois State.
Larry Fitzpatrick. That's a loss on the play. Brings up second long.
Here's another look at that sack.
Richardson doesn't get out of there quick enough and spun right down. Big play. The Chicago D needed that one.
Brings up second down
Please
for New York. Ball on the 25-yard line. There's the handoff. Aska trying to find some running room. And does. Baisley, among others, in on the tackle for Chicago. Baisley, 6'3".
What's going on? Make the player.
245. He's a headhunter on the inside. He made his way in the Chicago Board of Trade, I bet you. Motion for New York. And pass is complete.
JR, did you know politically, in order to win elections here in Chicago, you got to win the graveyards. You got to get those signs out there.
I'm not. You're much more into politics than I. Ryan Collins on the reception.
You know, you got to give credit a little bit to Tillman's offense here. They were pinned back at the 10, and this drive took them all the way out to the 35, so they're not going to lose field position too bad.
Fans here having a great time. We hope you are too, watching us at home, or I'm sure you're nice and dry. And low line drive kick, and Preston's got some time here to return it. He's at the 20 looking for room, and maybe to the 24-yard line. 48-yard kick. Settles on the tackle.
5-3. 5-3. Okay. Tackle on the end.
Oh, we got a flag. Way back down here. Holding.
53 on the receiving team. 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
And that's Baisley again. That's not the way you want your name mentioned. But it's still anybody's ball game.
Hey, I'm Jency. During the week as an associate talent agent, I search out broadcasters with flair. But on the weekends, I show off my own abilities.
Quite the politician there, Jesse.
He like so Will like Rusty?
Well,
he never met him, I bet.
First down for Chicago.
Oh, lead.
After
Outside,
the penalty,
stretch.
LaShawn Johnson, the ball carrier, can't find really anywhere to go. And this offensive line of Chicago has been riddled with injuries. Big Merck, the middle linebacker, number 57, made the tackle. We mentioned earlier that Big Merck's
Hack,
dad is the trainer for Roy Jones Jr. Great boxer. Second down. Chicago on the 6-yard line. And Lester throwing a little bit behind Aaron Bailey, the intended receiver, but there was pressure on the quarterback.
We need 3 wide here.
He's still going to get that ball out front more on that thing. You're setting that guy up to get creamed if he doesn't.
Hey. Flank left.
Man, look at this field.
And not only that, but this is a game of field position right now. Chicago pinned down here's got to do something, or they're going to give New York the ball in excellent shape.
Absolutely. Big third down play here for Chicago. They got... It is muddy, it's sloshy, and it's getting worse. Lester with 3 wide receivers.
Almost sacked in the end zone.
Oh, and Lester, the ball slipped right out of his hand. There's a fumble. It's a fumble that settles. Recover the ball. They're calling it a fumble. Maybe it was an interception. Maybe the ball came loose and was intercepted by Settles. Tawambi Settles.
Let's take a look at this here. Lester goes back, almost sacked for a safety. Oh, he was intercepted.
Sometimes better to be lucky than it is to be good. What happened?
I don't know. The ball just came out, and so I made the play. Just put my hands on it and ran as far as I could get it.
Ball slipped out of Tim Lester's hands, and you made the comment earlier, Jesse, about the size of Lester's hands.
Yep. Now it's 1st and goal at the 1, right?
Yes.
You don't think Tillman will go for the field goal, do you?
Oh, come on. Of course not.
Not even Tillman. He's still got to run it 3 times, get in the zone here.
I don't know if those gloves are helping Tim.
I don't think they're any good at all.
Joe Aska, Michael Blair, the big running backs. Behind Wally Richardson. Ball on the 1-yard line for the New York Hitmen. Aska looking to get the end zone. It does. Touchdown, New York.
And that is a big score for New York, New Jersey Hitman.
Joe Aska out of Central Oklahoma, a Division II All-American, 5'11", 247, takes it in from the 1. So that makes it 9-0 New York. Nothing automatic in the XFL on these extra points. Lester turn the ball over. Maybe he wants to go without the gloves this series and see how it works. Extra point attempt for the 2-yard line. For 1 point.
Set. Red 88.
The big backfield for New York still in place. Play action. Richard Thor in the end zone.
He got it.
And it is good. Beautiful play.
You've only got to have 1 foot in the XFL, and that's all he had in.
Ryan Collins for the extra point.
Here's the touchdown. Aska going over the top, hurtling his way into the end zone. Big score for New York.
Extra point was longer than the scoring drive.
There's another angle of it right over the top. Great camera work here in the XFL. Really makes the fan a part of the game.
And here's the extra point.
Richardson faking the handoff, lofting it to the back of the end zone. Nice catch.
Collins for the extra point, and New York with the lead.
Yeah, there's more people here without their shirts on than down in Orlando. Look at that. They're full of antifreeze, I bet.
Tim Lester, what's the problem tonight? Is the gloves, the hands, what's going on?
No, that one just slipped out of my hands. I mean, I had to make a long throw, and it came out. That stuff happens in weather like that.
No gloves this series?
I'm going to try without it, see what happens.
Well, the gloves are coming off for Tim Lester. Jesse, what do you think about Coach Rusty Tillman's coaching now? Up 10.
His coaching, the guy fumbled. It had nothing to do with Rusty's coaching. JR, you got 1st and goal at the 1. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure out how to get it in.
I thought you might go there. Roel Preston at the 2-yard line. Preston got a room. Oh! Man, I thought Preston was going to squirt right through there.
He came a step from doing it. 31-yard return. Michael Blair on the tackle.
Let's go swim cover 8.
79 press.
Lester's got his gloves off. Let's see what happens here.
Let's go.
I could use one of those hand warmers myself.
Let's go. Salt wing, check. 9, wait, salt wing, check. 9 press and 4 belly. On 1, ready? Salt wing, 9 press and belly.
And whistle sounding.
Stop and play.
I mean, 8 press, or that's why I have to pound. I mean, what?
Way out. Max splits.
Hey, Max splits, he said.
Something regarding a headset issue. Apparently with the coaches on the sideline. Headsets are out, we are told, apparently.
Go.
First down for Chicago. A gloveless Tim Lester.
334.
JR, my headset's still on, as wet as I am up here.
They're doing a great job. And LaShawn Johnson with a full head of steam. No glove, but a little love for Tim Lester on the handoff. And Big Merck, number 57, the linebacker, on the tackle.
I'll tell you, they're popping each other out there tonight, JR. You can hear those shoulder pads. They're squaring up, and they're driving through the tackles. Both defenses have played excellent because, you know, the touchdown by New Jersey was the result of the turnover on the 1.
Ferguson, the second leading tackler in the XFL. They collegiately at Colorado. Brings up second down, I formation. Sean Johnson, another chance. Got outside, puts his head down, and runs through a man at the 45-yard line up to around the 47. Faulting the tackler.
But not before a first down, and Chicago needs to get a drive going here with 48 to go in the third quarter.
Time running out in the third quarter. LaShawn Johnson, 5'11", 200. 1,976 yards as a senior at Northern Illinois for that man who beat cancer, his biggest opponent.
485.
That's XFL spirit, I'll tell you. Johnson to the carry.
Driving forward, I'll tell you, he's a good running back inside the tackles.
Chicago doing a better job, Jesse, offensively, run blocking than pass blocking.
You're wildly ready. You're wildly ready.
Well, we're going to wind it down here, JR. That's the end of the quarter.
John Avery,
are we heavy?
An emotional leader where Chicago would love to be in this game. Number 1 offensive player in the XFL. So the Avery-less Chicago team down by 10. But they're moving the ball. Ricky Road Warriors, they started out in Chicago, then went down to Orlando for training camp and the season opener. And then they flew out to Los Angeles for game 2. And then back to Orlando for practice, and then up to Birmingham, Alabama for game 3, and then finally traveled home to Chicago. So the trip began on January 1st, Jesse. The team reported to training camp then, and then 50 days and 7,000 miles later, the Chicago Enforcers returned home this past Monday.
And what a beautiful homecoming return tonight, and the weather here in Chicago just welcomed them home, JR.
Somewhat balmy.
Chicago style.
Well, we're not going to get sunburned tonight like Matt and the King may be down in Orlando.
King would never survive this, JR.
Second down and 5 for Chicago. Tim Lester, high formation. The hard shot. Well, they came back after that journey to their luxurious practice facility. Tim Lester, this is a Chicago practice earlier in the week.
Number 42, LaShawn Johnson.
Look at that.
That's snow.
And that has quickly turned to rain this weekend. Look at what we got now.
That was not Orlando, that earlier shot, nor is this one. The muddy turf here at Soldier Field. Where the great Dick Butkus, among other outstanding players, performed. Third down.
Well, both teams desperate for a win tonight. Tillman on the way, and there's another sack.
Lester with no pass protection. And the big Tongan again collapsing the pocket. Lester has taken a hellacious amount of punishment here tonight for a math teacher. Lester's 7th sack. Moments ago, his 7th sack of the night. But the field general hanging in there for a 6-footer, 200-pounder.
Well, they're set to punt. Ball must go to the 27 for it to be a free ball. He dropped it.
And we'll have flags down for ineligibles downfield. Ball's got a big kick before the kicking team can leave the line of scrimmage. Archio received the kick.
Well, that happened because the punter fumbled it, of course, had to pick it up off the ground.
Downfield, 5 yards on the end of the run, first down.
Got to refuse that penalty and take the football. John Avery, the leading rusher in the XFL, setting out this one apparently with a deep thigh bruise suffered last week at Birmingham. New York leading 10-0 with a lot of time left in this football game on a cold and rainy night in Chicago. Wally Richardson. Play action. Wally throwing the ball and finds his man Sola Davis wide open.
Rusty, you took a lot of heat in New York. You're up tonight. I don't know why the clock is stopped, Rusty. Rusty, I don't know why the clock is stopped.
He went out of bounds.
Rusty wants to know why the clock is stopped. Rusty,
he went out of bounds.
He ran out of bounds. He ran out of bounds.
Only in 2 minutes. Get it ready then.
Rusty, your team seems to be ready tonight. You've taken a lot of heat in New York, but you are not letting up here on the side.
The game's not over yet.
An accurate assessment.
Thank you, Fred.
That Rusty's a bright guy.
First down for New York, leading 10-0.
Somebody needs to tell him, though, JR, when a guy goes out of bounds, the clock stops.
And then it's restarted in the XFL unless it's inside 2 minutes. Baisley tackling Aska on the play. Watch 53 here. No doubt about that tackle. That'll break your grill.
That's an XFL pop right there. Feet square and drive right through the runner.
Chicago got 2 great linebackers in Humphrey and Baisley. Second down. And Wally Richardson with a handoff. And Aska with a nice gain.
Let's go, 3rd down, let's go.
Here's some of Jamie Baisley's hits from today.
Number 1, yeah.
Worked on the Chicago Board of Trade.
Turn right.
Now he's working on the football field for the XFL. Jamie Baisley having a great game in the mud.
Red 88. Red 88.
Back to throw.
Penalty flag.
And Richardson gonna be brought down. Larry Fitzpatrick having a nice game for Chicago, making the tackle.
Illegal formation. They had 5 in the backfield.
Okay. I've got an illegal formation.
So only 6 men in the line of scrimmage. Well, folks, I hope you'll tune in tomorrow and catch more XFL action at 4 Eastern on TNN. The Outlaws trying to steal one from the Demons in San Francisco. And then tomorrow night on UPN, more Western Conference action as LA will take on Memphis. Almost blocked, but got away. Roel Preston for the 12. Slipping and sliding his way. Fumble. Ball came out. Officials.
Yeah, New York ball. Another big turnover for the New York Hitman.
Somebody's got to make a call out there. First down. New York got a big break there on the delayed call. Well, that's a heartbreaker for Chicago. He may have been down, Jesse. Preston may have been down.
Well, referee didn't see it that way. Hard to tell right there, JR, from that angle. Referee calls it a fumble. It's New York football.
And Wally Richardson hang off. Aska the ball carrier. Aska hard to bring down.
Now he went out of bounds. I hope Rusty doesn't get angry that the clock stops.
But the clock will start again once the referee marks is ready for play.
Right. When they get it back to the hash mark, put it down, then he'll start the clock.
Maybe Rusty's not a rule guy. Maybe he's an instinct guy.
A stink guy?
Instinct.
Oh.
Aska, 5'11", 247. Plenty of carries tonight in this big backfield. Michael Blair, the fullback. Aska the ball carrier. Right up the guts.
Big gain up the middle.
Aska close to another 1st and 10. Dorian Brew made the tackle.
1st and goal now, JR.
Let's go. Eagle cover 3, ready? Step up, let's go. Come on.
Baisley calling cover 3 for his defense. Baisley and Humphrey, a couple of good linebackers on the inside. There's a good look at Joe Aska.
Blue 24.
From our Bubba camp.
Blue 24.
Aska looking for room.
And a great tackle. Ray Austin, the strong safety, coming up and playing perfect on that. Just the way a strong safety's supposed to play it. Read the run, shot through, and dropped him for about a 5-yard loss on the play.
Austin out of the University of Tennessee.
No, there's only one V.
All right, I just thought you'd see if you're paying attention. All Southeast Conference running back, our defensive back. Hey, the folks in Tennessee think they got a the university.
Red 43.
In Knoxville.
Red 43.
2nd down. Aska again. Get plenty of chances here. And the squatty fullback from Central Oklahoma State. Tackled by Dorian Brew.
Well, New York playing fairly conservative, running the ball on a 3rd and real long on that play. They're back to almost the original line of scrimmage.
It must have now is not the time to be quiet.
8.5 minutes or thereabouts in this football game remaining. New York leading by 10 and threatening again.
Flag 90. Flag 90.
And the movement, Jess.
We got to flag the left side, I think. A guy
came out of his stance, maybe.
Yep, I think he did.
What the hell is going on out there?
Now got to delay the
Why
game.
is it taking us so long? Why is it taking us so long? Coach, I don't know. Well, tell them to get your call. Let's go. Get the call. Let's go.
I mean, Tillman's ready to blow a gasket right now, and they're winning. Can you imagine if they were losing?
Oh, Lord. That would be challenging. Rusty is an intense competitor who wants to win as much as anybody on the field. I can promise you that.
He looks a lot like Bobby Heenan.
Blue 90.
8 minutes to go in the ball game. Wally Richardson back to throw. And ball is dropped by Zola Davis. And now we will have a field goal attempt by Leo Aragoose, who played that football powerhouse, Stephen F. Austin. Aragoose, 2 of 4 this year on field goals for New York. His longest 42 yards. This will be a 32-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is no good. So Leo choked on that one. Hey, we have seen some unbelievable finishes here. I wouldn't go anywhere, folks, if I were you.
Little high snap. He got the ball. You saw it. It slid right off the side of his foot, and he pushed it right.
Chicago down by 10, but Chicago getting
double move. Double move. First of all, Jesse was critical of me, you know, and I found that offensive that a guy that doesn't know anything about football is telling me what I should and shouldn't say at the halftime. No, I don't think he's a very good football announcer.
Really? Now, What's he, listening to my broadcast instead of coaching?
I have no idea. We just had a little conversation about his old high school coach, Glenn Hamby, down in Jay, Oklahoma. He brought it up.
I'll tell you this, JR, if there's anyone capable of blowing a 10-point lead with 7:50 to go, it's Rusty Tillman.
Well, a 7.
I mean, you're not going to tell me he's winning this game because of coaching. He's winning it because he's got lucky plays tonight. Luck's on his side. It's better to be lucky than good.
Jim Lester needs some luck, and he needs to be good here. First down, Lester to throw. Incomplete. Lester has had a dismal night throwing the ball. Those slippery guys are having problems even getting back to their feet.
Flank left, firm screen right. Firm screen right.
Screen pass coming up, Lester. 5 of 12 tonight.
Zoom flank left, firm screen right. On one, ready?
So you're going to see the zoom man in motion, sprinting to the line of scrimmage, and then a screen pass here.
And a whistle.
The incomplete pass.
No, they're calling it incomplete. Arm going forward, I think, JR.
Beauchamp, number 90, putting the pressure on Lester.
Let's see here on the replay. Lester's back to throw. Yeah. Well, it was a feeble attempt. The arm was going. I think he was trying to dump it off to the back in the flat. Let's see it from a different angle here. Yeah, he was trying to throw it.
Good call. And the 25-second clock has started.
8S6 flat. On one, ready?
Lester really needs to make something happen here. He needs some time. Lester needs time from this offensive line, but will he get it with 3rd and 15?
Well, the Chicago line devastated by injuries. Oh, look at the ball slipped again.
Ball batted down. Lester, a 6-footer. Lester tried one series without the gloves. Put the gloves back on.
Get rid of the gloves. They've been a disaster.
Are they working or not? Sorry, my face. Hey, coach. Hey, I get one.
Chicago back to kick with 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Down by 10. Dawson the kicker.
Oh, they're faking it.
Fake. There's a fake.
And it's intercepted.
Either way, it's going to be New York ball.
Nope, they're calling it incomplete, but it don't matter.
Chicago trying to do whatever they can to make anything positive happen here.
I don't know. I got to question that one, JR. With 6:12 to go, that deep in your own territory, I think Ron Meyer made him a big error right there.
I think Ron had to do that, Jesse, because there's no John Avery. There's no home run hitter for Chicago.
Look at Crossland throws. He's got his man open. He throws it 10 feet behind him.
The play would have worked.
Had he thrown them, look at that.
Exactly.
Terrible throw.
The receiver was there. It was a good play call. It just wasn't executed. Well, folks, coming up tonight here on NBC, it's an all-new Saturday Night Live starring Dawson's Creek star Katie Holmes with musical guest, one of my favorites, Jesse, matter of fact, the Dave Matthews Band.
John Avery, how tough is this for you to sit here on the sideline, watching this team go through what they're going through and knowing that you can help?
It's hard, you know. When my guys go to war, I like to be with them. I mean, just wasn't my time tonight, I guess.
Well, John will be back, no doubt about that. The leading rusher in the XFL, leading touchdown maker in the XFL with 4. He'll be back next week, I'm sure. Back here next Sunday. So New York with a golden opportunity. It's been Wally's world tonight.
You got top right check lead on one, ready?
I wonder if Joe Paterno's watching back in Happy Valley. One of his proteges here tonight, Wally Richardson.
Red 24! Red 24!
Keep it simple. Askus carried the ball. I just his 22nd carry tonight.
You know, you got to give a lot of credit to the Chicago defense, though. They played excellent. These 10 points is not their responsibility.
Here we go, hold up.
New York may be tasting the winning team's bonus for the first time.
On one, ready?
$100,000 going to the winning team to be
not yet. Tillman's coaching.
I want to go to Michael Jordan's restaurant.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you.
Really?
Handoff, Aska again. Nowhere to go this time. Trying to run off right tackle. Humphrey and Baisley make the tackles.
And we've called their names all night tonight, them two linebackers for Chicago.
Humphrey's had a great season thus far, as has Baisley, but this has been Baisley's best game of the season.
It's tough, though, on a defense when you get virtually no offensive output.
Chicago will take on Las Vegas, the Outlaws, a week from tomorrow here on Soldier Field.
All-out blitz coming.
Aska popping through to the 15-yard line. 247-pound halfback. Conley and Fitzpatrick make the tackle.
And they'll try another field goal.
Fans still hanging with their team here in the home opener. Here in the windy city. A rainy city here tonight. We've had a little bit of wind too. 4 minutes to go and counting.
The decision's been made.
Well, the season isn't over by no means for Chicago. If they can get John Avery back next week against Vegas, but they need him because that Las Vegas defense has yet to yield a touchdown, JR.
Tommy Maddox and the LA Extreme visit New York next Saturday night in the Meadowlands. Yeah, you're right. That Las Vegas defense, they got a plethora of carnivores. Let me tell you, that front seven as good as we've seen this year in the XFL. Field goal attempt by Aragoose.
And Paul Fala's warming up on the Chicago sidelines to come in at quarterback, JR.
37-yard attempt. And that one is good, but there's a flag down. Leo Aragoose with a successful field goal.
What's the flag?
You don't want that. Defense offside.
Defense offside.
Defense. The penalty is refused. The field goal is good.
You don't take points off the board in a night like this.
Not even Tillman can blow that call.
Good job.
Well, certainly Rusty Tillman has been into this ball game. I think as you will see here.
Watch out, watch out. You know what? Hey, I tell you what might be better. The running strong side is to run 6. Now keep running it. Keep running the damn ball. Here's what you do then. If you can't hear, call your own play. Okay? You know what we got down there.
Well, Rusty Tillman's team up 13-0 with 3:39 to go in the ball game. But folks, let's get an update on the Birmingham-Orlando game, brought to you by Busch Beer.
The running game's been huge for Orlando tonight. Up 17-zip. It's Derek Clark's turn. Stop, start again, and score. I think the Rangers starting to smell a shutout. 23-zip in the 4th.
Galen Hall's Orlando team looks like they're going to remain undefeated. And I thought, and Birmingham certainly have played well the last couple of weeks under Coach Jerry DiNardo.
What they saying?
Roel Preston, number 87 of Chicago.
Well, the interesting thing, if New York hangs on here, they're only then a game behind Birmingham for the playoff spot. So a huge win for Rusty Tillman and the New York Hitmen, if they hang on.
Aragoose kick.
That's a penalty.
Goes out of bounds. Leo just kicked the field goal, but not a great kickoff. Well, folks, next Saturday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, we'll tune in for more Smash Mouth XFL football here on NBC. Don't miss the XFL's top-rated passer, Mike Pulaski, and the Demons as they take on the Bolts. That's the XFL on NBC right here next Saturday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Pac Bell Park.
Yep, and it's sold out, JR.
All right, here we go. Half right, D7.
Don't leave your heart out there, though, next week, JR.
I'm looking forward to going to the hellhole. Paul Vela has taken over Tim Lester at quarterback here. Vela 6'2", 199. Played 3 years at Notre Dame. Finished at Indiana, Pennsylvania. Vela back to throw. Those nice, clean white pants on. Won't be nicely clean long. Running for his life and throws it out of bounds. Here's what Ron Meyer told the quarterback coming into the game just a couple of moments ago.
Because
it ain't over yet.
It ain't over. Use them because in the 2 minutes it stops. Before that, I got all 3 left. All right, look to me now.
Let's go with a half right D7, okay?
All right.
D7.
Bottom line is that it's not over. As far as Ron Myers and his staff are concerned.
And what Coach Myers was talking about, they got all 3 of their timeouts, so they can use them as well as the 2-minute warning. So that's 4 times they can stop the clock.
Baylor's dad is a team doctor for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he took too much time.
Here we go.
Hard to believe all these points. Chicago scored 61 points in the first 2 ball games. Last 2 ball games, they scored 3.
Hell yeah. Half left, 2 jab, H. On 1, ready?
Well, I think part of it, JR, is they're not only with no Avery, but they got a decimated offensive line right now that they had the first 2 games. They don't have them right now.
Baylor handing the ball off to LaShawn Johnson, finding some room. Nice game by LaShawn Johnson. I'm sure, Jesse, you're going to be going down and congratulating Rusty. The nice manly embrace after this ball game.
Why not?
Why not? That's what I said.
You know, you got to be a good winner and a good loser. And, you know, Rusty looks like he's going to get a win tonight. He deserves credit. Look at that. He's still ticked off on the sidelines. This guy's
he's a fighter, I'll tell you.
He might be mad tomorrow.
Third down play. Baylor looking to throw. Gonna scramble. Ooh, up to the 45, maybe the 44-yard line.
Phelan, welcome to the XFL.
Got his pants dirty, I'll tell you that. As we approach our 2-minute warning. And folks, at the timeout, at the 2-minute warning, the U.S. Army presents Victories in Life. LaShawn Johnson was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma on May 5th, 1998. After a year of intense treatment, the cancer was in remission, and LaShawn returned to professional football here with the Enforcers. He has 47 hard-earned yards here tonight, stepping in for John Avery. A great example of the U.S. Army's victories in life. And the Army could not have had a better representative. Ladies and gentlemen, live in Chicago, Jim Ross and Jesse the Body Ventura. Chicago's football, Paul Baylor, the quarterback, stepping in for Tim Lester, who has had a very challenging night, ball on the 45-yard line. Baylor looking to throw, has a man for a moment.
Oh, no.
So, Jesse, you're serious that you might go down and actually interview Coach Rusty Tillman?
Sure, why not?
That's what I say. I think it's a good idea.
What do you think, JR? I'm going to back down from the guy?
No, you're not going to back down. Of course not.
He ought to be in a good mood. He's ahead 13-0. His players are going to get a bonus.
That's why.
First win of the year.
He might even crack a smile.
He might give me a big kiss on the cheek.
Oh, Lord.
When I get down there.
Well, it's 2nd down. Baylor looking to make something happen here. Throwing the ball deep. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted pass broken up by Damian Wheeler, who has 2 interceptions on the year. The young man from Colorado. Now Jesse is leaving us with just under 2 minutes to go. There he goes. Well, this ought to be good. Jesse the Body Ventura
3 p.m. is the game.
leaving with the entourage and security.
On the air.
And 3rd down 10. And flag down. Jesse Ventura will be interviewing Rusty Tillman in a few moments, and then flying off to Washington, D.C., where I understand he has dinner tomorrow night with George W. Bush, our president. So the National Governors Conference in Washington, D.C.
Or just leave it regular.
And home for the next 6 weeks here at Soldier Field. The next game is
Well, Jesse, you never know what he's going to do with the press against the Washington. Maybe handing us some of those jackal passes. Wind picking up here in the fourth quarter. What a tough, challenging day for these players to compete in. But I'm proud of the fans that turned out here tonight. Thousands did turn out. Over 30,000 were expected, despite the weather. And these fans exhibiting the XFL spirit, as are these Warriors in shoulder pads here tonight. And we thank them for being here. And we thank you for joining us at home as well.
Hey, Lou!
So the young man who finished his college career after transferring from Notre Dame to Indiana, Pennsylvania, Paul Faylock, number 5, the quarterback. Throws a nice ball, but he hasn't thrown it near any of his teammates yet. There's Jesse getting mic'd up, ready to go.
Lone dog.
Sort of the XFL, as we all know, a work in progress. But we're having fun. But as far as that's concerned, Ventura's a work in progress.
Let's go half right firm. 989 swing, second sound. Ready?
All right, here we go. Second sound, we know that much. Boy, the offensive line of Chicago has just been decimated with injuries, but what's left has hung in there, played with a lot of guts. Phelan looking to throw. Better hurry. Got to stick with the ball. I think there's a fumble on the play. And listen to the hitting. Referee killing the clock. And it will be, indeed, New York's football with 1:28 to go in this ball game. I'm sure if Jesse were here right now, he'd probably be second-guessing Rusty Tillman and maybe blowing this lead with 1:28 to go.
Play after play.
Wally Richardson stepping in, starting his first game for New York tonight, doing a good job in very adverse circumstances. Wally, a very intelligent young man. Joe Paterno wanted to go back to school and become a lawyer. Wally with a degree from Penn State in administration and justice. All right, he could be one of Jesse's aides someday.
We got right 32 points. Hey, 1 first down. They're going to call 3 timeouts in a row. 1 first down is all we need.
32 belly. On one, ready?
32 belly. Look for Joe Aska. To run right up the Aska here because he has had a busy ball game. Young man from Central Oklahoma. And that was Michael Blair on this exchange. Oh, Gladiator. Joe Aska's had a busy night. 24 carries, 54 yards. He's earned every darn one of them, too, I'll tell you. You know, on a field like this, it's just
tell them to sit down out there.
Doubly challenging. Well, folks, we knew when we were going to play football in the spring, there were going to be some nights like this, but it hasn't dampened our spirit. We've had a lot of fun bringing you this ball game, and we thank you for being with us here tonight. Joe Aska, the ball carrier, wants to keep it in bounds. The clock does stop within 2 minutes at the end of each half.
38, the ball carrier, Joe Aska.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
We are standing by for Jesse the Body Ventura.
Gotta hold it down.
To talk to Rusty the Intimidator Tillman. There he is. Jesse venturing into hostile territory here. He's got a beeline on Rusty Tillman. And Fred Rogan saying, hold up here, partner. Jesse inching ever closer to Rusty Tillman. This ball game has concluded. And New York wins their first one, 13-0.
How you feeling after the win?
I feel fine.
Ain't you gonna talk to me? You won.
Sure did. Where's Coach at?
Look at this.
Where is he?
Come on, Rusty.
Hold on.
Well, apparently.
It's tough one, Dave.
And the fans here in Chicago with a chant, I would assume, directed toward Rusty Tillman, who didn't really want to talk to Jesse the Body Ventura.
Rusty, why won't you talk to Jesse? What's the matter?
Hey, I don't want to talk to Jesse.
Come on, Rusty.
For what? What do you want to talk about?
I want to congratulate you. The first win, you're back in the race.
Jesse, I got
Your
nothing
team
to say
gets
to
the
you.
bonus.
I got nothing to say to you.
Wow, I'll tell you what. I got him intimidated. There's no doubt about it. The guy couldn't wait to get off the field. He's afraid of me.
All right, Jesse. And these fans
are afraid of me, huh?
Well, Jesse the Body Ventura, I don't think he'll ever get Rusty's vote, but Jesse probably doesn't care with his approval
Good
rating.
ball game, guys. At least the players are... Good game, guys. Way to win one. Good job. Good job. All right, good job.
Ron Meyer, you've been in this business a long time. Which hurts worse, your pride of being 0-4 or all the potential bonus money you and your players have left on the table?
No question about it, Mike. It's a pride. I'll tell you, it was just tough conditions, and yet New York played well. Ball came out on 2 fumbles, and that was a score. We just couldn't get it done. I had an opportunity right at the end of the half, and couldn't get it in.
It had to hurt a little more because this was your first game at home. The Soldier Field crowd was terrific tonight. They came out in droves. And how could it, first about them?
Oh, Chicago, we love you. You know, just sorry we can't give you a win like you deserve. Great crowd, great enthusiasm. We just got to pick that up on the field and carry it like the crowd does.
Not having John Avery tonight.
Well, we lost Avery, we lost our center, we lost our tackle. And when you have those type of injuries, you're going to struggle, Mike.
You going to be healthy for Las Vegas?
I hope so. We got to. That's part of the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, Ron Meyer's a class act. I guarantee you this Chicago team's going to win some football games. There's no doubt about that in my mind, but it was not tonight. It could start a week from Sunday if Avery comes back when they meet the Las Vegas Outlaws.
Joe Aska, your first victory of the season. How do you feel?
Feel great. You know, we just came out today and played hard. You know, we've been down for the last 3 weeks, and we just felt that this week it was a week to pick it up.
I know you don't point fingers, but how much of a difference does it make having Wally Richardson at quarterback?
Well, I mean, you know, whenever you have a guy that's going to step up and play the ball, I mean, you have to do what's best. And we're not trying to point no finger. We just want to win a football game.
First time this year, you get a bonus.
That's good, too.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Well, folks, let's give you another update on our situation, our Bush update down in Orlando. Orlando playing Birmingham.
You just watched one shutout in Chicago. Birmingham trying to avoid a shutout on the receiving end, and they do just that as Casey Weldon finds action Quincy Jackson.
Yeah, 23-6 here, Orlando. Well, folks, just moments ago, Jesse the Body Ventura caught up with New York General Manager Drew Pearson to plead his case.
Come on, they interview Rusty Tillman. He won't talk to me. He's pouting. He wins, and he runs off the field. The guy got no courage, Drew, or what?
Hey, he's just excited about the victory, and he's pleased with the victory.
He didn't look too pleased to me. He looked like he lost.
Well, we're still 1-3, so we still got a long way to go.
Well, we know that. Congratulations, Drew.
Lucky he didn't take you down at midfield.
He could never take me down. He's lucky I didn't take him down. Congratulations, Drew. All right.
Maybe no way out for Ventura on that one, I'll tell you. That's an interesting confrontation. And, of course, New York will host Los Angeles, and the miracle worker Tommy Maddox next Saturday night in the Meadowlands. And New York with Wally Richardson at quarterback showing some signs of life offensively, and the defense had a great game here tonight. Of course, the Chicago's did as well. Again, these fans in Chicago braving the elements, exhibiting that XFL spirit. We knew there were going to be nights like this, folks, We've experienced one here, but we appreciate very much you being with us here from Chicago. And starting tomorrow, tune in for more XFL action. Of course, 4 o'clock on TNN. The battle for the lead in the West, the Outlaws will take on the Demons in San Francisco. That's the hellhole. Looking forward to going there next Saturday myself. And then at 7 o'clock tomorrow night on UPN, pretty good. Look at all the President's men here. Why isn't anybody wearing a black hat anymore? All I know is that tomorrow night's going to be on UPN. You're going to see LA take on Memphis with Heisman Trophy winner Rashaan Salam. LA and Memphis on UPN tomorrow night. We are inside the New York locker room, and Rusty is smiling. And you notice there's no Ventura in there. Rusty holding the game ball. He deserves it. And on the other side, no smiles for young Tim Lester, who played his guts out. The kid played as hard as he could, no doubt about it. Well, folks, next Saturday night, we're going to be in the hellhole in San Francisco when the Birmingham Bolts come to town. We hope you'll join us right back here next Saturday night here on NBC. We certainly thank you for being with us. For Jesse Ventura, I'm Jim Ross. Good night, everybody. See a lot of hard hitting here. Well, folks, coming up next on most of these NBC stations, your local news, followed by an all-new Saturday Night Live with a Dave Matthews Band. It has been a cold but rainy night here in Chicago, but we have had a lot of fun here in the XFL. The XFL spirit lives in Chicago. Thanks again for bringing this into your home. For Jesse Ventura, I'm good old JR. Good night, everybody.